It's Week 13 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons' versatile running back. He burned the defense last week, rushing for 132 yards. It's the Falcons and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in, they've got to be at their best because they're facing...
This is now one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 132 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and a yard, Mariota. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Mariota. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this advantage defense.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Mayfield targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we can't.
From the 50. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 68 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Opening carry of the game for now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On fourth down, Dom Maggio out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Falcons ready to take over. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short gain.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mariota finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Throwing, Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mayfield. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Baker Mayfield. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. That result really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To the air again, Mariota. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Zach Wilson. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home. Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. Mike Evans, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone to the intermission. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for Washington, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and...
Those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mayfield. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Gibson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. Finding space at the 40. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing is Mariota. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought.
Average, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield now. Able to connect with Dotson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff for Gibson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 53. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota
finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 63 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Gets this to Gibson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This from long, very long range. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Washington, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.